for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Winston. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 32-yard line. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Sheds off the tackle. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Kamale Correa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
No. Check. Patriot. Check. Blue 90. Gone.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, They're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And some room to work, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything. No gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play action now. Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jameis now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Give him 30 yards there.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A second down throw for Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third down, Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Pressure comes, and it's blocked. The Ravens block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
As you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Blue line it.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. 3,
And they give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Set. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw here. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. I got one. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here come the Ravens. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They find some open field here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, the
ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first down throw for Winston. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 4th of the year. And the Ravens add on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this joint.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3, 9, 3.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he loses the football a second time. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll drop the throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now a handoff as they run left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They run the counter now on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one. Well,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.